Cody Rice. Rice, he's got an opening. Rice, he could go all the way. He's got one man to beat.
Chase Becker spins, hangs, complete. Wow. Broughton breaks through. It's a race to the end zone. Touchdown, Sioux. The Sioux strike first.
It used to be
on the road. Conquers back on top as Region 8 champions.
That's Ben Heenick. Heenick with a load of steam, and he pulls over.
One as Blake Bergstrom looks to go. Blake Bergstrom floating in midair for two.
Backdoor cut. Cheryl Hayes off the glass for two. There is Nesham. Wow, look at that shot by Addison Nesham. She's putting on a show. You think her heart is pounding? No way. The Lucid Park Buffalo Bombers are headed to the state.
Corner, 3 seconds, Simiato. No. Putback, no. The Killdeer Cowboys survive.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of GameDay Media, LLP, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent by GameDay Media, LLP. GameDay Media, LLP does not own the rights to the background music of this live stream. All rights belong to the music owners. No copyright infringement intended.
Today's GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by RTC Networks, Hagen Equipment Incorporated, First International Bank and Trust, Nodak Insurance Company, Eric Mogan, Johnson and Sundin, attorneys at law, Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial, Farmers Union Oil of Watford City, Patriot Fuels LLC, McKenzie County Heritage Park and Museum, Cornerstone Bank, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Northern States Fishing Tools, WCAG Church, Doug Rolfson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wolfpack Booster Club, Sorensen Ranch, BNC National Bank, Best Angus and Quarter Horses of Watford City, NCC.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Dad.
Can you hang out with Grandpa for a bit? I'm down in the barn.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be up there in a bit.
RTC Networks capture cameras. Keep an eye on what you care about.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealers. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment, work ready, field proven.
At Johnson and Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson and Sundin, expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries,
but maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand,
but maybe don't.
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank,
but maybe don't.
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
Hello and welcome to Dickinson Trinity High School. We are at the Knights of Columbus Activity Center for tonight's Region 4 boys basketball matchup between the Dickinson Trinity Titans and the Watford City Wolves. Thanks for making us a part of your evening as we bring you all the play-by-play action here on GameDay Media. These two teams met just under a month ago back in Watford City, a game won by Dickinson Trinity 50-40. And we'll see if the Wolves can make up that 10-point difference and flip the script here tonight. Senior night down on the floor. We're going to toss it down to our PA announcer for the senior night activities.
We will also recognize the parents of these seniors. Number 10, Liam Robb, and his parents, Matt and Carrie. Number 12, Coy Melchior and his parents, Greg and Summer. Number 20, Elijah Jillick and his parents, Doug and Deanna. Number 34, Brady Holman and his parents, Brian and Sherry Burshai. Number 43, Colton Christensen and his parents, Ryan and Rebecca. Student manager, Aiden Ellerkamp and his parents, Matt and Jenny. Basketball fans, the Trinity High School 2025-2026 senior boys basketball team members and their parents.
There you have it, the senior night festivities from Dickinson Trinity High School. And it's that time of year. We've been able to hit quite a few of these here as the season has gone on. We've had some memorable moments on senior nights in many different locations. And it's fun to be able to get that moment captured on camera here from Dickinson this evening as the band begins to warm up across the way. We're going to have a fun night of basketball, a pretty full house already. There are a lot of basketball going on across the state, Chaz, with all of the district tournaments that are finishing up across the state. And if you want to, you can switch on over to our other YouTube channel, or same YouTube channel, different stream. You can go back and forth, watch the District 5 action that's concluding over in Newtown, and check in on us here in Dickinson. We'll be tipping off in just over 20 minutes from now between the Dickinson Trinity Titans and the Watford City Wolves. My name is Titus Stenberg. Our crew tonight is Matt Gonzalez on the camera, bringing you all the sights, and both producing and color commentating this evening is the one and only Chaz Neff. So Chaz, at this time I'm going to welcome you in, and what are you looking forward to here tonight between the Titans and the Wolves?
Well, I believe this is the last regular season game for both of them.
It is.
Start strong, hopefully, go into that regional tournament for Watford City. Just come out and prove that, they have some talent. They have a full roster now for tonight, and see what that roster can develop and see if they can get some flow into that regional tournament. If you're Trinity, just want to keep on keeping on. There was a, as you said, 10-point game up in Watford City earlier this year. Hoping for a good one tonight and a close game. Keep as many fans on our stream.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Ray Powers Lake, which I see was 17-10, I think, Ray.
Okay,
in
very
the first
good.
quarter.
They got a head start on us. Hopefully their game will end before ours does, so we can catch the end of that one and the end of this one here in the Mountain Time Zone. I want to welcome you into your Hagen Equipment pregame show. Hagen Equipment is your source for Case IH, Bobcat, and many more lines of equipment in Watford City. At this time, I'm going to make my way down to the floor. I'm going to catch up with a couple of fun coaches to interview. Greg Grinsteiner for Dickinson Trinity and Justin Hager for Watford City. And we'll have those Farmers Union Oil Company coaches' comments coming up next. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some high school basketball tonight. You're watching Game Day Media.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop.
Our lives are made up of moments, and so many of the most precious moments begin at home. When it's time to unlock your dream home or build a brighter tomorrow, let First International Bank and Trust simplify your journey so you can love where you live and focus on the moments that matter. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first since 1910.
Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service.
We're back here on Game Day Media from Dickinson Trinity, Watford City versus Dickinson Trinity. Let's go down for our coach's commentary. We have Titus Stenberg. Take it, Titus.
Thank you very much, Chaz. Here with Dickinson Trinity head coach Greg Grinsteiner. Coach, we blinked and another season is almost over with the regular season finale tonight. What has this journey been like here for you in 25-26?
It's been a lot of fun. It's been a learning experience. I mean, our kids, we start off the beginning of the year pretty slow, and we start to find a groove about halfway through the year. We're playing pretty good basketball right now, so it's been a lot of fun to watch this group, come together and develop. We're pretty solid, 9-10 kids deep right now, and that's what we want to continue to do, getting ourselves ready for the tournament.
We just had senior night out on the floor. What has this particular group of seniors meant to you in this program?
Well, I think the one thing that they've always brought is the attitude of having fun in practice. I mean, those guys come in and they know that they have to have the underclassmen with them. We have 3 seniors that are really, really good practice players that don't get a lot of time on the floor, and in our 3 guards in Liam and Elijah and Coy, but those guys come to practice every day and they make everybody else better, and then our 2 other seniors are bigs they're starting for us, and Colton and Brady, those guys do a really nice job. I mean, Aiden Ellerkamp has been another kid that's been helping us a lot this year. Wasn't able to play because of medical reasons, but this group has really accepted their roles and really led the way that we want them to do.
Regular season finale against a team that you're probably going to see first round of the region tournament. What do you hope to see from your guys on the floor tonight?
Well, I think we just got to play the game clean. I mean, that's the biggest thing. We want to go into the tournament feeling good about ourselves, and to do that, you got to play clean on both ends of the floor, and that means no missing assignments. That means doing the little things. That's kind of what we've been known for, is doing the little things and playing the game well that way, and that's what we preached all week in practice, and we told our kids this is what we want to do to end the season. Then we'll get ready for the regular, for the tournament. But for right now, let's end it on a high note by finishing the game clean.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for your time. Best of luck tonight and into the postseason.
Thanks much, Titus. Appreciate it.
There you have it, our Farmers Union Oil Company coaches' comments from Greg Gridsteiner, head coach at Dickinson Trinity. We'll be back and visit with Coach Justin Hager of Watford City right after this timeout.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we're back here on Game Day Media from Dickinson Trinity. Let's hear from Titus Stenberg with Watford City head coach Justin Hager. Take it away, Titus.
Thank you very much, Chaz. Here with Watford City head coach Justin Hager. And Coach, I oftentimes will ask a coach about the health of their team. It's been such a roller coaster and up and down year for you in the health and wellness department there, but it sounds like your guys are pretty close to healthy here tonight.
Yeah, we're getting close. We got a couple practices in with some of our guys, 2 or 3 with everybody at full strength. Got a couple guys still not feeling great, but it's sort of been like that the last month and a half. So we're not going to make excuses about it. We just got to roll with it and come out and deal with the circumstances what they are.
Last 2 games have been against the top 2 teams in the region, and the offense looked like it probably struggled more than you would prefer. What do you hope to see from your guys tonight on the offensive side of the ball that are going to allow you to score more points here tonight?
Well, I think we need to be more aggressive attacking the paint and getting to the free throw line. I thought last game the pressure really bothered us, and I thought that made a difference on our guys with our aggressiveness. So I think we need to play with pace, I think, and not be so rushed, but also play with pace and make the right reads offensively and get the ball swung from side to side and square up to the basket. And be able to attack. So I think obviously we need to do a good job, be consistent quarter to quarter, but ball security is going to be a big thing tonight with these guys. So that'll be important.
Then how about on the defensive side of the ball? Dickinson Trinity scored 50 against you up there in Watford in the first matchup. What's it going to take to slow down Simiano and their offensive attack?
Well, I don't know if you completely, you stop those guys. He's good, and they got really good players, and they've gotten better since we played them last as well. They're big down low. Christensen's big. Semi, Noel. These guys are scorers, and they run their system so well. So we're gonna try to muck it up a little bit and see what happens, and see how our guys respond to that. But we just really need to keep playing hard and not worry about the last play, but worry about the next play, and just do the best we can with it.
All right, sounds good. Looking forward to it. Best of luck here tonight, Coach, and best of luck at the region tournament.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
There you have it. Watford City head coach Justin Hager, part of our Watford City Farmers Union Oil Company coaches' comments. We'll be back. We'll have more of your Hagen Equipment pregame show right after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351. Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs, with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
Welcome back to your Hagen Equipment pregame show as we continue to bring you live coverage from Dickinson of this Region 4 regular season finale between the Watford City Wolves and the Dickinson Trinity Titans. At this time, we're going to take a look at our Spotlight Players brought to you by TNT Measurements. They have been serving and supporting the oil and gas industry for over 25 years, focusing on oil and gas measurement. When you want it measured right, contact TNT Measurements. For the Watford City Wolves, we're going to spotlight Tristan DeVries this evening. Tristan averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3.3 assists per game as he makes his way back into the locker room at the moment. He has been one part of this reason for the changing in the starting lineup so many times throughout the year, as he has not been able to play very much as of late. The Wolves were very excited to get him back into that lineup against Shiloh Christian, and this will be his second game since returning to the lineup. And Tristan, just an energizer bunny, provides Watford City with a lot of athleticism. And Chaz, what are you looking for out of Mr. Tristan DeVries here tonight?
Well, I expect, coming back, he did play in that Shiloh game, but he had been out so much. He does provide that spark plug, very aggressive player, head down, nose to the grindstone. He provides that spark, as you said, to Watford City. Hopefully, he can bring some of that with Xavier McGorman and the rest of the team and ride into that regional tournament.
That's right. Over on the Dickinson Trinity side of things, we're going to focus on one of their seniors, number 43, Colton Christensen. He is a 6'4" senior, part of the senior night class that was honored here this evening. He provides some good size for this Trinity lineup. He averages just under double digits at 9 points per game. He is the third leading scorer behind their two outstanding juniors, Simiano and Note. And he also averages 6 rebounds per game, which is team high honors so far coming into this final game of the regular season. And so, Chaz, when it comes to Dickinson Trinity, they do have some nice size, and Christensen is a big part of that.
Absolutely, and he kind of plays that scoring forward type role, inside, outside, has some good moves. I expect some good contribution from him if Dickinson Trinity is to win this game going into regionals.
Hey, I heard both coaches. I was kind of interested to hear. I like it when they say similar things about one or the other team, and both of them thought that Dickinson Trinity had been playing better. And so it's going to be fun for me to see them in person. My first time since that matchup against Watford City. You have been able to see them in person.
Yes. Well, I saw him a little bit in person with Hazen down here.
Yeah.
It was an interesting game. Hazen came back. They were down 17 in the first half, was up by 1 at halftime. Dickinson Trinity pulled away, won by, I think, 8. It was a bit of a physical game, but I think Trinity plays that way. Watford City definitely plays that way. Thaden Arnold underneath. Tough guy to defend against. Uses that physicality. I expect foul trouble could potentially rear its head in this game, so it should be an interesting matchup.
Yes, it should be. It's going to be fun to see how these two teams match up once again as the season is coming to an end here in a matter of 32 basketball minutes. If we don't need overtime, that will be determined by how this game turns out. And we mentioned it there with Coach Grinsteiner. This is likely going to be a first-round matchup at the region tournament, the way that the seedings look right now. And barring some inexplicable things happen, we know that the seeding meeting hasn't happen. It hasn't been completely finalized, but it certainly looks as if it will be Dickinson Trinity in the 3rd spot and Watford City in the 6th seed. And so this is a first-round preview of that first round of the region tournament.
Well, that's always an interesting thing. How much do you want to showcase?
Yes.
Is there some plays that maybe you don't want to show? I know in my days when I was at Shanley, we had some interesting defenses that we'd always look up and say, who's in the crowd? Who's scouting us? Nowadays, Game Day Media covers a lot of games. It's tough to hide that sort of thing, but still, you don't want to give away too much.
It certainly is, and yeah, with the expansion of Huddle and NFHS especially too, you can't hide film anymore. And so yeah, it's a matter of, what do you think will work in a one-game scenario? What do you want to work on in a game situation versus just being practice? And a lot of things can go into planning and preparing, and at the end of the day, it's all basketball, and it'll be fun to see how these teams. I was going to call it a unique situation, but it isn't really for these two teams, as this is the exact same situation that happened last year. Watford City was the 7th seed, Dickinson Trinity the 2. And they played the regular season finale against each other. That was here down in Dickinson, and then they ended up playing at the region tournament in Watford. Now the only thing that's different wait a second. No, the regular season finale, I believe, was in Watford last year. Now that I'm trying to remember back that far.
There's a lot of basketball knowledge in your head, Titus. 20-some years, I think, is what we're coming on.
Well, we're finishing up year 19 right now. So, yeah, this January will be 20 years. But, I've forgotten a lot over the time. But this year we know what the situation is. They're going to play tonight. They're going to play a week from yesterday right here.
And that's another advantage is that this is the regional site. Obviously, Trinity knows it well, but Watford gets to get used to that. Every gym's different, especially as a shooter. The background behind the backboard, how you're going to get used to that.
Yes, that is. It's a beautiful setup. If you've not been to a basketball game here at the Knights of Columbus Activity Center, do it. Make a trip out of it, either for the region tournament this year or into the future next year, as it is a fun place to watch basketball from. Looks like the Wolves have concluded their warm-ups. Dickinson Trinity getting a few last-second shots up there. And once they have concluded their warm-ups, we'll toss it down to the floor. And our PA announcer, we can show our starting lineups right there, as we've got Tristan DeVries and Carter Breitbach, the two juniors. The senior Xavier McGorman back in the starting lineup after he missed a couple of games there. Junior Harper Moberg and senior Thaden Arnold for head coach Justin Hager. He is assisted by Stephen Bruins, Justin Solai, Mike Williams, and John Holloway. Dickinson Trinity will go with their standard starting five as well. The juniors, Emerson Simiano and Jordan Ham. The senior, Brady Holman. The junior, Landon Note. And our spotlight player, Colton Christensen, for head coach Greg Grinsteiner. He is assisted by Aaron Grinsteiner and Alex Klug. Well, we have a second. We can take a look at the latest poll. This was released last week. There'll be a new one coming up tomorrow, once every game has concluded for this regular season. Four Winds Minnewacan did lose a game, but they are still the number one team as of now, with the Beulah Miners, a fellow Region 4 team, up there at 2, Devils Lake 3, Central Cass 4, Wahpeton at 5, with Kindred, Grafton, and Shiloh Christian receiving votes. There are 8 teams listed there, and who knows what the 8th will be that qualify for state. At this time, we're going to toss it down to the floor for our pregame announcements and festivities.
Welcome to the Knights of Columbus Activity Center for this evening's Region 4 basketball game featuring the Watford City Wolves and the home team, your Trinity Titans. This game will be played under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. Admission to the interscholastic event is a privilege. With that privilege comes responsibility. Responsibility to conduct oneself in a manner where the contest is enjoyable for all fans and participants. Together, we can set the standard for good sportsmanship. And now, for the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Watford City Wolves. Wearing number 0, 6'4", junior forward, Tristan DeFries. Wearing number 1, a 5'11", junior guard, Carter Breitbach. Wearing number 2, a 6'1", senior forward, Xavier McGorman. Wearing number 24, a 6-foot junior guard, Harper Mober. And wearing number 32, a 6'3", senior forward, Thaden Arnold. The Wolves are coached by Justin Hager, assisted by Stephen Bruins, Justin Solheim, Mike Williams, and John Holloway. And now, Titan fans, your red and white, the Big Red Train, your Trinity Titans. He wears double twos, number 22, 6-foot junior guard, Emerson Simiano. He wears number 24, 5'11", junior forward, Jordan Ham. Wearing number 34, 6'4", senior forward, Brady Holman. Wearing number 40, a 6'1", junior guard, Landon Note. And last but not least, wearing number 43, a 6'4", senior post, Colton Christensen. The Titans are coached by Greg Grinsteiner, assisted by Aaron Grinsteiner and Alex Blue. Our officials for today's games are registered by the NDHSAA. The officials are Trayson Dayton, Paul Hardy, and John Evans. I would ask you all to please stand, remove all headgear, and face the north wall as T.H. Chapman, Father Grant Dvorak, leads us in pregame prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem by the THS Pep Band under the direction of Sandy Tibor.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Jesus, we love you, and we thank you especially tonight for our seniors, their parents, all the sacrifices that have been made, and for the great gift of basketball that has formed them to be the men who they've become. We also thank you for this gift of basketball playing tonight, the safety of Watford City and making it here. And we ask that you inspire in all of us a spirit of charity and sportsmanship. Grant that these athletes, in their determination and composure, may show humility and victory and grit when faced with defeat. Keep them free from injury and harm, and grant that by glorifying you in all things, we all may be brought to our heavenly homeland. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Saint Sebastian,
pray for us.
Saint Jude,
pray for us.
Our Lady of Victory,
pray for us.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you. Good job. Thank you.
National Anthem play. Once again, those starting lineups were brought to you by Patriot Fuels, conveniently located on Highway 85 North between Alexander and Watford City for all your fueling needs. Let's get ready for the opening tip-off, brought to you by Northern States Fishing Tools, locally owned fishing and rental tool company serving the Williston Basin since 1978. Teams exchanging fist bumps out in half court as we get ready to go for one last time in the 2025-26 regular season. Second meeting of the year and a first round preview before the region tournament gets underway, as the opening tap is won by Dickinson Trinity. And it's our first look at Emerson Simiano. He scored 23 when these two teams matched up in Watford City. He averages just under 15 points per game, over 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. His pass through the hands of Ham, but he's able to run it down as there's Christensen giving it back to Ham. Shot clock down to 10. Simiano steps in with 3. Too strong, and a good start on the defensive end for Watford City as Arnold ends the possession with the rebound and draws a foul.
Absolutely, and you got to be happy with, if you're Watford City, pick up that foul. Arnold got some good positioning there to get that foul call.
Some full court pressure being applied by Dickinson Trinity, and Simiano knocks it off of Breitbach and out of bounds, so a turnover on Watford City's first offensive possession.
Breitbach kind of looking at his hand and his head. I don't know. He didn't really realize how that went off but turnover to Trinity.
So the Titans back on their side of the floor. And there's Simiano with a long-range 2 off the glass. No. Rebound, run down by Tristan DeVries.
Nice job by DeVries to rip that, and quick shot.
Yeah, it's good. Carter Breitbach from the Cornerstone Bank 3-point line hits the icebreaker and gives the Wolves a quick 3-0 lead.
Adds to his record.
He does. Here is a attempted an answer, and that is good for Landon Note. So both teams make their first 3-point attempts of the ball game, and we're tied up at 3 apiece with 6:35 to go in our first quarter. I want to thank our premium sponsors, NCC, for bringing you the scoreboard as Breitbach is fouled that time, and RTC, who brings you our instant replay as we take a look at our first RTC Network's instant replay of the ball game.
Nice job by Carter to kind of, there was definitely contact, definitely a foul, but kind of sold it a bit as well.
Foul goes on Jordan Ham, his first and the first team foul. First free throw is good for Carter Breitbach. Wolves only scored 26 in the loss at Shiloh Christian. They had 37 in the loss at home to Beulah. Not going to win many games with that low number of points, but their offense off to a good start here in this first quarter.
Absolutely. Carter Breitbach definitely hitting some shots. DeVries making his presence known on the defensive end. Got to be a good start here if you're just Coach Hager.
And last week, with that starting lineup against Shiloh Christian, it was their 12th different starting lineup in 19 games. The one that they have tonight is the same as one of those 12, so that number through the regular season is going to stop at 12. But it's been one of those years for Watford City personnel-wise, as Brady Holman hits the bank shot from just inside the free throw line. Gets the Titans back to within 1.
Hard to have consistency with that kind of change in the lineup. But injuries and sickness definitely going to cause issues.
DeVries with a nice move, unable to convert on the layup. Here comes Simiano the other way, right-hand layup, spins off, rebound by Thaden Arnold. Thaden averages 5 rebounds per game. He's already got 2 in this first quarter as Harper Moberg lines up a 3. No. Long rebound caught by Landon Note.
One thing you'll say about Watford, not afraid to shoot the 3 ball.
They are not. There is a good move and a finish by Jordan Ham inside the paint.
Just a beautiful move by Ham to finish there.
Puts the Titans ahead 7-6. Their first lead of the ball game as they're now on a 4-0 run as DeVries with the nice step, nice move. Too strong on the layup, rebound by Colton Christensen. Leading rebounder for this Dickinson Trinity defense. Landon Note guarded by Breitbach. Pass it up at the top of the key to Brady Holman.
Good defense so far by Watford City.
Simiano is going to be fouled. I think Thaden Arnold will get called for the reach in on that particular play.
And I think if Thaden just stays there, he causes enough interference that the shot doesn't get off, but he reached in and caused the foul.
Got his hand caught in the cookie jar there as Simiano tries a three, and that one is good. First points of the game for the outstanding junior Emerson Simiano when they come from three-point land to put his Titans ahead 10-6.
Coach Hager can go to his bench here. Kyle Best looking to check in.
Titans now on a 7-0 run as Moberg puts his head down, puts up a long two off the glass and in to stop that Dickinson Trinity run.
A little bit of a three-quarters press here, man-to-man, full court.
10-8, the lead for Trinity as they play with the basketball, getting it inside to Christensen against Arnold. It's a fun one-on-one matchup to watch. He missed the shot, but offensive rebound for Trinity. Holman out to Simiano, long range two. It's good. Such a quick release and a good-looking jumper.
You can definitely tell he's been working on that in the offseason.
Midway through this first quarter, 12-8, Trinity the early lead. Breitbach has 6 early points. His pass deflected out of bounds by Ham. And there will be Kyle Best in replacing Tristan DeVries. 2 subs coming in off the bench for Trinity. And now another one for Watford City as well. Latre in for the Wolves. Brody Kuntz and Jace Peters check in for Trinity.
Interesting move by Coach Grinsteiner. As soon as DeVries comes out, he immediately goes to his bench.
Kyle Best makes the catch, drives, picks up his dribble, finds Moberg in the corner down to Latre. One-on-one, nice interior pass to Best, missed it, gets it back, and draws a foul. So not the best case scenario for the Wolves, but they stick with it. Best gets the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
Yeah, it would have been nice if Best could have gone up and get the free throws, but he was on the ground when he got pushed, but great look to get it to Best.
Third foul of the quarter against Trinity. Get it into McGorman, fakes, nice move. Oh, was that a kick?
I think McGorman may have kicked it, but unintentionally.
I was wondering about the defense. No, it looked like it just kind of went off of the defender's leg.
Yeah, any kick I would have said unintentional. So.
Yep. So we play on with the shot clock at 31 inbounds. Pass cut by Moberg, and then Breitbach called for a travel on the left wing. It's the second Watford City turnover. All back to Dickinson Trinity. Holman, Peters, and Note are the first 2 down the floor. First 3 down the floor with Simiano and the Brody Kuntz playing guard right there for Coach Grinsteiner. Kuntz in the left corner to Simiano for 3 from the wing. No. Rebound tipped off the backboard and grabbed by Carter Breitbach.
Nice job by Breitbach, one of the shorter players on the court, but able to get down there and get that rebound and turnover.
Steele, third against the Wolves. First shot missed. Second shot is good. That one made by Brody Kuntz.
Wolves got to be happy that Trinity's missing shots, but the Wolves aren't capitalizing on the rebounds.
Earlier they were, as there's going to be a foul at half court. Best gets fouled. Kyle doing some inventory there as that one is called against Landon Note.
Well, Note
team
definitely
foul.
got all of it on that one. So good job by Kyle to get back up and dust himself off.
He'll stay in the game with Breitbach, McGorman, Latre, and Moberg finishing out the Watford City lineup. 2:42 left to go in this fast-moving first quarter. Dickinson Trinity leading 14-8. They are on a big run as there's going to be the 5th foul of the quarter, so Watford City will be shooting free throws for the remainder of this first quarter on every common foul against Dickinson Trinity.
That was a good cut, good find by Xavier McGorman. And, you know, Coach Grinsteiner, very seasoned coach, kind of working the referees over here, just asking questions, kind of putting seeds in there for later.
Latre misses free throw number 1. He averages 7 points as the Wolves' leading rebounder at 8.3 rebounds per game. Also 2.2 assists. We saw a nice pass from him earlier to Best, and he also averages a steal per game as well. He makes 1 of 2 free throws. Get the Wolves back within 5 at now 14-9. Dangerous pass. Note able to bring it in. They got to hurry. They get it across the timeline with 26 on the shot clock. They settle into their half-court offense. Corner three from the left side, nothing but net from Brody Kuntz. Some instant offense off the bench for the junior, Brody Kuntz. 17-9 Dickinson Trinity as they hit their third Cornerstone Bank three-pointer of this first quarter. McGorman up top to Arnold. Hayden dribbles a couple of times, hands it off to Breitbach, who's trapped. He's retreats almost all the way to the half-court line and throws it over the head of Arnold and out of bounds.
Just good defense by Trinity, and Carter's got to realize he can't get trapped back there. Try to get it to Thaden, but good attempt.
Tristan DeVries, the junior, checks back in for Watford City. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Trinity up by 8. Right now it's 17-9. Simiano has it guarded by DeVries. Christensen. That's Kuntz. He's already made 1 3. That one too strong. Rebounded by Xavier McGorman. Zave averaging 4.8 rebounds per game. The leading scorer for Watford City at 15 per game. DeVries misses. Rebound taken by Colton Christensen.
Still a good take by DeVries. You want him to take that. And there's the turnover.
There he gets the steal. First turnover of the game against Trinity. Off the steal by Tristan DeVries, and Latre is fouled in transition, and Dom will go back to the free throw line for 2 more.
And that's just a hustle play. You're coming down, quick release, and get the foul, go to the free throw line, and the referee's telling Latre to, tuck it in.
So Jordan Ham picks up his second personal, already the 6th foul against Dickinson Trinity. And Latre unable to convert on his first free throw. Breitbach in, Moberg to the bench as Brady Holman checks back in for Trinity's lineup.
Watford City's got to take advantage of these bonus free throws so early in the game and convert those.
Latre's second one, a short rebound, tipped by DeVries, and he is able to grab it to McGorman for 3. High arcing 3, too strong. And a foul on the rebound is going to be called against Latre as he and Christensen collided on that one.
Let's go to the RTC Network's replay on that. There was contact there. Latre displacement. Good call.
Latre's first personal. Just the second team foul against Watford City, so no foul trouble as of yet for the Wolves. Charlie Glauser, 5'7" sophomore with the basketball in the backcourt. Wolves providing some full court pressure over to Simiano. He's got to hurry. He does get it across once again with 26 on the shot clock. Then a turnover. Oh, looked like some contact there. The free throw line jumper is good. Emerson Simiano gets it to go.
I'll say that part of that turnover may have been displacing the player, but no call, so play on.
From our angle, it did look like quite a bit of contact. The Watford City fans agree as the shot is up and good for Emerson Simiano. 2 more, and it's 21-9, home team. After the Wolves led it 6-3 early on in this first quarter. Latre drives and draws a foul.
And he'll go back to the free throw line again. Hopefully you can convert these if you're a Watford City fan.
That one goes against Charlie Glauser, his first, the 7th team foul. And Coach Hager asking for an explanation there. It looked like some contact on McGorman on that previous play from our angle, but the officials don't have all of the same angles that we do.
Well, and I'll say this, as long as they're consistent throughout the game, that's all you ask for as an official.
Latre misses this one. He has now missed 3 in a row after making one. Second one is good. 24 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 21-10, Dickinson Trinity with the basketball. Charlie Glauser. Dribble handoff on the right side to Landon Note. Over to Simiano. 12 seconds. Simiano to Glauser. Guarded by McGorman. 8 seconds into the right corner. 3-pointer. Note. Swish. Landon Note. It's his second 3 of the quarter. And that'll do it for our first quarter of play. NCC scoreboard shows Dickinson Trinity 24, Watford City 10. We'll be back with the second quarter after this timeout.
Our lives are made up of moments. And so many of the most precious moments begin at home. When it's time to unlock your dream home or build a brighter tomorrow, let First International Bank and Trust simplify your journey so you can love where you live and focus on the moments that matter. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first since 1910.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Dad.
Can you hang out with Grandpa for a bit? I'm down in the barn.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be up there in a bit.
RTC Networks capture cameras. Keep an eye on what you care about.
Welcome back to Dickinson. 24-10. Quite an offensive explosion for this Dickinson Trinity team in this first quarter. Chads, they only average 55.1 points per game. They're on pace to absolutely obliterate that average here if things keep going their way like they did in the first quarter.
Well, and some of those three-pointers that they hit and the offensive putbacks, Watford City can't be happy with that defensive performance on their end, but if they keep racking up these fouls and hit the foul shots, they'll stay in it.
Brady Holman commits that foul. Titans are up to 8 fouls committed in this first half. Thankfully for them, that I still call it a new rule. It's not new, but the fouls resetting at the end of the quarter, that does them a favor right here, as there won't be any bonus free throws yet early in the second quarter, as McGorman hits the tough angled jumper from in close range. Zave gets his first 2 of the ball game and breaks the ice in the second quarter, making it 24-12 Dickinson Trinity.
Watford City's got to hope for some defensive stops here. Good rebounding. Claw back into this one.
Simiano guarded by Latre.
There's got to be a count somewhere. There it is.
As Trinity continues to move the basketball. And it's good. It counts as a foul for Simiano. Latre was playing such hard defense for that possession, and Simiano eventually just wore him down and took it all the way to the hoop for the and one.
And then RTC Networks replay. Everybody's looking on top, but I think underneath there was some context, and that's what caused the foul.
Second personal against Latre as Simiano makes the free throw. He is up to 12 points so far in this one. Thaden Arnold to McGorman. Right back inside to Thaden. Nice fake. Got his defender in the air. Goes with the left hand and missed it. Rebound controlled by Landon Note.
Good move, just trying to create that contact that didn't happen.
27-12. Christensen kicks it out for Peters. Now Simiano, this time guarded by Breitbach. Note guarded by Moberg. Pass deflected, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Trinity. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Now, an interesting question. I don't know if officials are, they're going to talk about it. Did Xavier possess it in order to do a reset of the shot clock?
I don't think he did, and it looks like the officials will leave the shot clock where it's at. Christensen, left-handed shot, short rebound by McGorman.
Great defense by Thaden Arnold to contest that.
Here's a screen by Thaden, creating some space for his cousin McGorman. He missed that one. Rebound taken by Colton Christensen.
Coach Hager looking for some contact there and possible foul.
Simiano in the paint. Jumper, swish.
That's just tough to defend.
It certainly is. He's got 14 points to lead everybody in scoring so far. Best picks up his dribble.
Gotta get it across.
Moberg has it deflected, and it's a steal. Shot up, good. It counts in the foul for Brody Coots.
Go to the RTC Networks replay off that turnover. There was contact, and the and one. Mr. Moberg's got to be a little careful with the reaction. Direct it towards the official. You may not agree with the call, but got to respect the decision.
First personal on Harper. That is the second team foul, and the way that Dickinson Trinity is playing offense here today, I am extremely impressed with, as they have built a big early lead, 31-12. DeVries back to Best.
Great defense by Trinity here.
And that is a 10-second call. Yeah. So, Chaz, I got a question for you. Now, in that case, the pass didn't cross the halfway point. But if a pass is in the air, does that count?
It depends on the official.
Okay.
It's got to be front court status by 10 seconds, and we have a timeout. So
we do.
Take it.
We'll talk more about this on the other side of the shot.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app, and as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remain. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Stop by our office in Watford City and visit with Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe to see how we can help.
Welcome back to Dickinson Trinity. So take a look at the Watford City Wolves huddle after their first timeout taken of the ball game. Trinity still has all 5 of their timeouts at their disposal. I want to thank our friends over at the ND Scorefeed app, providing that ticker that you see at the bottom of your screen, updating you on all of the other action going on across the state of North Dakota on a busy Tuesday evening. Right out of the timeout, Emerson Simiano with the layup. Immediate offense out of the timeout. Trinity really clicking on all cylinders here this first half. DeVries attacks into the corner to Best, out to McGorman. He'll line up a 3. Swish! And a foul underneath the basket. Yeah, see what you see on the replay.
Go to the replay, RTC Network's replay. Looks like there is, on the rebounding after the shot went up, there was a foul against, I believe, Watford City. Oh, no, against...
The double foul?
I think the foul is on the rebounding attempt against the Titans, so the basket should be good, and Watford City will get the ball on the end line.
So already a 3-point possession. Wolves could make it a 5 or 6-point possession if they can hit another basket. Arnold just misses, and the rebound controlled by Christensen. Good look for the Wolves, just couldn't convert.
I don't think Thaden realized nobody was behind him, or he would have just laid it in.
Simiano fouled, and it drops for Emerson Simiano. My goodness.
The highlight and the replay, RTC Network replay. Up and high and down. Saw one of those last night in the semifinal game on Game Day Media, District 5 in Newtown. High off the glass and down.
These players are so talented, and Simiano putting on a show here so far tonight. Little break in the action as Kyle Best ties his shoe with 4:58 to go in the second quarter. Trinity has built a 20-point first half lead, and Simiano is a big reason why as he hits another free throw. I've got too many 2s and free throws marked up in my scorebook, Chaz. My sportscaster math isn't keeping up. Here's a 3 from Breitbach. That's good on the other side.
The only way Watford's going to be able to get back into this is if Carter Breitbach starts hitting those 3s.
Once again, he extends his already record for Watford City High School with the number of 3-pointers he has made in his career. Broke the record in the last home game against Beulah with 3-pointers in a single season. Simiano, long range 2, does not get the bounce that time. Rebound ripped down by Thaden Arnold.
Great defense by DeVries on Simiano, able to redirect that without causing a foul.
Just about everybody has tried their turn guarding Simiano as McGorman swishes in the 3, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:11 to go in the second quarter. Your NCC scoreboard shows Dickinson Trinity 36, Watford City 21. You're watching Game Day Media.
Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more, located in Alexander, North Dakota.
Welcome back to the Knights of Columbus Activities Center. Titus Stenberg alongside Chaz Neff and Matt Gonzalez on the camera here tonight from Dickinson. Well, Chaz, game is higher scoring than I was expecting. What about you?
Absolutely. I think it was 50-40 when they last played.
Yeah,
as
just
a final.
90 combined points there.
Simiano definitely heating up. Watford City hitting their threes. If you're going to explode offensively, last regular season into that regional tournament is definitely the time to do it. So we're coming out of that timeout. Trinity ball quickly into the backcourt.
Charlie Glauser passing it to Emerson Simiano as they get it across half court. Oh, missed defensive assignment there as it's a wide open layup for Alonzo Kuderna. His first two of the night.
That's quite how Coach Hager drew up that play out of bounds.
No, I don't think so. McGorman into DeVries, down low to Arnold. Some contact, no foul either way. Arnold gets it back and then does draw a foul. And Thaden will shoot his first free throws of the night.
RTC Networks replay there. There is some contact, a bit of acting there, I would say. Thaden able to go up and get that foul call.
So while I have an official on the air, I want to ask about this. When it comes to a flop warning, is there a bigger judgment call? Have you issued a flop warning, and what is your personal criteria, or what is the official criteria for a flop warning?
What I've been instructed is it is really designed to eliminate that offensive play where they kind of throw their head back and flop down to cause a foul. If there's contact, you may not have a flop warning.
Okay.
I have not called one. The signal is just kind of putting your arms down, and you wait until the play ends, depending on who has the ball. And at first it's a warning and then a technical if it happens again.
Okay, so it is an automatic one warning, and then if it's the same individual player, it is a technical.
I believe it's against the team. I would have to double check on that.
Interesting.
But the goal is to try to eliminate that flop out of the game because it's not a basketball play.
Yep. There's Simiano for three. No. I have not seen very many of them called, but I do think it is a good rule to have for the official to be able to call if necessary. Clean block from behind by Brady Holman. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolves. 27 on the shot clock.
Similar to the administrative warning that officials can have. It's a lot of tools, so you don't automatically have to go to the technical.
Yeah.
You can kind of put in a little bit of a break there, a safety break.
The trade to Arnold. Tried to thread the needle into McGorman.
Look.
Moberg to McGorman. He scores. It counts. And the foul.
Absolutely. Moberg just a quick pass over to McGorman. McGorman gets the and one. Great play by Watford City.
Beautiful assist by Harper Moberg. He averages just under 2 assists per game, and he has probably the assist of the night so far for Watford City on that play. And a little bit of a development here as Brady Holman has now picked up his third personal. It's the 4th team foul. Trinity finding themselves in some foul trouble as we near the end of this second quarter.
You know, the Twins used to say walks will haunt you. Early fouls in basketball will haunt you.
Here's a drive, nice dish. Christensen misses, gets it back, puts it up and in. Second time's the charm for big Colton Christensen as he gets his first points of the night.
Helpful when you're 6'4" with that wingspan.
Certainly does. 40-24. Trinity with the lead. Breitbach attack, step back three. And he's fouled again for the second time in this first half. Carter is fouled in the act of shooting a three-pointer.
That's just kind of a dumb foul by Glazer. Puts the forearm into the midsection. And again, Trinity fouling early and often here in this game.
Second personal. And once again, Trinity over the foul limit. So Watford City in the bonus for the remainder of this half. Breitbach was a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line in the first quarter. Misses his first of 3 this time around.
Watford City not converting a lot of their free throws so far.
And now 0 for 2 as he'll get a third chance. Alonzo Kuderna into the lineup for the Titans.
Hopefully he at least goes 1 for 3 here from the free throw line. There we go.
And he does. Gives him 10 points for this first half and gets his Wolves within 15 at 40-25. 2:37 left to play in the second quarter. Trinity with the lead in the basketball.
I think if you're Coach Hager, given how lopsided this has been, I think you got to be somewhat happy with how this second quarter is gone.
And especially offensively as Latre gets a nice block there. He's the leading blocker for the Wolves, and he sends that one deep.
RTC Networks instant replay. Great block there, sending it out of bounds.
Simiano will inbound from the baseline. Gets it into Christensen. Peters. And he scores. Right off the inbounds pass. Jace Peters with his first 2 of the game. He averages 3 points and 2 rebounds coming off the bench for the Titans. Moberg makes the catch near the Trinity bench. Gets it out to McGorman at the volleyball line. Right side to Latre. Dribble handoff to Breitbach as we go under 2 minutes remaining in this first half. Arnold over to Moberg. Shot clock down to 9. Moberg into Arnold. Faden gathers it in and is tied up. Possession arrow favors Trinity.
Yeah, it's tough when you're down there as a post to put it on the floor when you got so many defenders against you.
1:46 left to go in quarter number 2. Trinity 42, Watford City 25 on your NCC scoreboard. A foul called out near half court against Breitbach. That'll be his first. I was going to say, the way that this first half has gone for Watford City, Coach Hager has to be at least more happy than the last 2 games. Not a real high benchmark when they only scored 37 against Beulah, 26 against Shiloh. But this half, there has been quite a bit of improvement on the offensive side of the ball. As Simiano scores, it counts in the foul.
Yeah, again, Latre tries to come over and gets that block. The lower body causes the contact and the and one.
And now Latre is in pretty deep foul trouble. 3 personals with 1:26 left to go in the second quarter.
Now, earlier in that possession, Carter Breitbach tried to get an offensive foul by dropping. No call on that, so Latre's got the rebound there.
Dom is the leading rebounder for the Wolves. He's going to stay out there with those 3 fouls.
Got to play smart here in the end of the second quarter.
Timeout, Watford City. 1:14 left to go in the second quarter. 19-point lead for Trinity. You're watching Game Day Media.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Ranchers, circle March 4th on your calendar. Sorensen Ranch of Grenora will hold their annual bull sale at the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana. Your source for composite Simmental bulls that are bred for docility, longevity, and fertility. Find them on Facebook at Sorensen Ranch and DV Auction.
Welcome back to Dickinson Trinity. It's Watford City at Dickinson Trinity as the Wolves and the Titans do battle for one last time in the regular season. And they'll match up in the first round of the region tournament in the 3 versus 6 game. That'll be a tournament played right down here in Dickinson. Now 8 teams in the region. So that's new from the last 2 years of the 3-division system. So nobody gets a first round bye. You got to earn your way into the semifinals. It's going to be a fun tournament down here in Dickinson. Really talented region, 1 through 8. Latre out to Moberg for 3. A little bit too strong. Long rebound comes to Simiano. He gets into the front court. 3-pointer on the other end. Good for Brody Kuntz, his second 3 of the ball game.
Tough for Harper to decide who to guard in that, and nice look.
Yeah, McGorman all the way to the hoop, and he lays it in for 2. What a second quarter for Zave. He has 2 threes and 3 twos. That's 12 points, all of them coming here in this second quarter.
Definitely needed for Watford City. Oh, good defense.
Almost getting a steal, but Trinity able to hang on to possession. Just a 4-second differential in the game clock and the shot clock. See if they work some of that clock down, and no, they don't. It's a turnover. Steal by Carter Breitbach.
Shot clock off.
McGorman to DeVries for 3. Too strong. Rebound bounces up into the hands of Kudrna. Trinity with time for a buzzer beater. Up by 20. Simiano drives. Oh, what a layup by Emerson Simiano at the buzzer. As number 22 puts Dickinson Trinity ahead by 22, heading into the halftime locker room. It's Trinity 49, Watford City 27. Stick around. We'll have your Nodak Insurance Company halftime show right after this.
When you have financial questions or ideas, you need someone to listen and provide insight about your options. Shiloh Chavez and her team with LPL Financial can review your specific situation and help create a strategy unique to you and your goals. Give her a call at 701-842-4244 or email at shiloh.chavez@lpl.com.
At Johnson and Sundin Law Office, we combine big case expertise with small town service. Since 1980, we've fought for clients across western North Dakota. From oil and gas disputes to serious injury and wrongful death cases, probate, agriculture, and more. No matter what issue, our experienced team is ready to stand by your side. In our office in Watford City, we're here for you, wherever you are. Johnson and Sundin. Expert legal representation rooted in North Dakota.
When the job demands power and precision, turn to Hagen Equipment in Watford City, your proud Case IH and Bobcat dealer. From equipment rentals to a full service department and an extensive parts inventory, Hagen Equipment has what you need to get the job done right. Stop by 805 South Main Street in Watford or visit HagenEquipment.com. Hagen Equipment. Work ready, field proven.
Farmers Union Oil Company of Watford City has been serving the customers in and around the surrounding community since 1929. Farmers Union Oil believes in community involvement and has supported numerous activities since the beginning. We take pride in giving back to our patrons through dividends and stock retirements. Our customer service should be our top focus to ensure a pleasurable experience for you, our customer. Whether you're looking for gas, fuel, hardware, or just needing to fuel the body, Farmers Union Oil is your one-stop shop. GameDay Media is proud to showcase our local athletes, but we can't do it without the support of our community. We're inviting business owners like you to join our growing list of sponsors. Sponsorship not only helps give student athletes the recognition they deserve, but also puts your business front and center with fans, families, and the community. Partner with us today to promote local athletes and your business through GameDay Media. Together, we make a winning team.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in North Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Welcome back to the Knights of Columbus Activities Center, and welcome into your Nodak Insurance Company halftime show. We want to welcome our viewers who have either been in person watching the District 5 tournament or who have flipped us on over from the live stream of that event. And it looks like the award ceremony is just going on down there in Newtown as the Ray Jays get the job done. They live up to that #1 seed and knock out Powers Lake Burke Central in the District 5 championship game. Chaz, you and I got to be there on Friday as that tournament got started. And then we handed off to the rest of our outstanding Game Day Media crew. They took us the rest of the way through Monday and Tuesday. And what a tournament that they had up there.
Absolutely. It's a great facility. It's great to host a district event in there. Game Day Media, honored to produce that, put that on YouTube for everybody to see, and just great atmosphere. And you know what? Those Ray Jays, they are a tough team.
Yes, some good basketball here in the northwest part of the state. And it'll be interesting to see how the Region 3 tournament goes this year. Last year it was a clean sweep for District 6. I have not seen a lot of District 6 basketball, but my prediction, if somebody was to ask me for a prediction, is I don't think there's going to be either district sweeping either one the way that those two teams, I think, or those two districts, I think, have evened up a little bit as time has gone on.
Absolutely, and you saw, with the Ray Jays, they're tough, but even Powers Lake, Alexander, they are a very physical and tough team.
Yep.
I don't want to play them in a regional game.
No, and I think they have improved not only from last year, but just as this season has gone on, and they have the record to prove it too. They're a team to look out for as we hit the next round of postseason action there in Division B. Here in Division A, postseason has not begun yet, but it's right around the corner. And in Region 4, the region tournament will be hosted right here at the Knights of Columbus Activity Center in beautiful Dickinson, North Dakota. We know it was warm everywhere in the state, but this drive down here twice this year has felt like late spring, and coming down to the Banana Belt of North Dakota has been a lot of fun.
Yes, there's Mike Zier, head coach at Beach Football and Athletic, calls this the Banana Belt.
Yes.
And he's 100% right. 60 degrees on the car.
Oh, man. Yep, absolutely gorgeous here in southwestern North Dakota. All right, let's get into this first half recap and stats. Watford City held a couple of big three-point leads early on as Carter Breitbach hit a three, and then he went 3 for 3 from the free throw line to help the Wolves to a 3-0 and 6-3 lead. But then it was Dickinson Trinity. For the rest of that first quarter, they outscored the Wolves 21-4. They led by a couple of touchdowns at the end of the first quarter. It was 24-10, Dickinson Trinity. Into the second quarter, Trinity scored 9 of the first 11 points to go up by 19. It wasn't too long after that they took their first 20-point lead of the game, and they were able to expand that up to 22 with a floater or a layup by number 22 right at the buzzer, and they lead at 49-27. Team stats. Chaz, I've got Dickinson Trinity shooting 64% from the field, 21 for 33 with 5 3-pointers, 2 of 4 for 50% from the free throw line. Just 3 turnovers in that first half. The only blemish, I would say, of their first half was the foul trouble that they found themselves in with 12 personal fouls.
Absolutely. I mean, fairly flawless on the offensive side, defensive with those fouls, but Watford City didn't convert a lot of the free throws, and so that's going to be this. Trinity escaped further damage.
For the Watford City Wolves, on their side of the scorebook, they were 8 for 22 for 36% from the field. 4 of their 8 field goals were from three-point range, and they also shot 50% from the free throw line, but 10 more attempts. They were 7 for 14 from the free throw line in that first half. They committed 7 turnovers and 6 fouls. So the Wolves were +6 in the foul differential, but -4 in the takeaway giveaway ratio, and it all adds up to a 22-point lead for Dickinson Trinity at halftime. Individual scoring numbers look like this. Emerson Simeano leading everybody with 23 first-half points. Brody Kuntz came off the bench, and he was in double figures for the Titans with 10. Landon Note had 6. 5 different Titans scored exactly 2 points in that first half. Those players were Jordan Ham, Brady Holman, Colton Christensen, Alonzo Kuderna, and Jace Peters for the Titans' total of 49. Watford City had 2 players in double figures. Xavier McGorman leading the way with 12. Carter Breitbach right behind him with 10. Dominic Latre and Harper Moberg had 2 points each, and Thaden Arnold with 1 for Watford City's first half total of 27. At this time, we're going to take a look at the schedule. We've got the District 5 tournaments just wrapping up there in Newtown tonight. And then on Thursday, we're going to go back to girls basketball.
We're sending you to the North Dakota Sports Hall of Fame.
Yes, that's right. At the Jamestown Civic Center. That is going to be a fun thing to check out there. And if you're able to, make the trip. Make the trip down to Jamestown. It's a pretty easy drive. It's mostly interstate.
Fan bus for the kids.
Yes, there's a fan bus that they'll send down there for that first round matchup. We know who and what time the Wolves will play in Action on Thursday, it will be the number 1 seed, South Prairie Max Royals against the 8th-seeded Watford City Wolves. That'll be a 6:30 tip-off, game number 3 of 4 from the state first round. And then the Wolves will also have 1 game on Friday and 1 game on Saturday, with the time and opponent to be determined based on the results of the previous day's game. So there you have it. That'll do it for our Nodak Insurance Company halftime show. We want to thank Eric Mogan and Brady Monroe for sponsoring your halftime show, not only tonight, but all season long, and even back when it was football season. Thank you to those guys, along with all of our great sponsors who have made this first year of Game Day Media Watford City, I think, a pretty huge success. It's been a lot of fun. Been so much fun hearing a lot of our fans' comments about the games that they've been able to enjoy, whether it's live or on a replay.
Absolutely, Tice. I can tell you from an official's point of view, it's great to be able to access this high-quality feed, and we can look back at our games. Contrary to what people might believe, we do look back at our games and see if we got the calls correctly.
And we have a travel called on the first play of the third quarter. Looks like both teams starting the second half the same way that they started the first half. DeVries, Breitbach, McGorman, Moberg, and Arnold on the floor for Watford City. Simiano, Ham, Holman, Note, and Christensen on the floor for Trinity. That's Jordan Ham, who had a 2-point first half. He averages 4 points and 4 rebounds per game. Brady Holman drives, lost the dribble, picks it up, puts the shot up. No, rebound by Harper Moberg.
Nice defense by Harper Moberg. Caused a bit of disruption there.
McGorman picks it out to Moberg, 4-3. Not that time. Rebound by Colton Christensen.
Nearly got it to drop. Watford City bench thought it did.
57 seconds into the second half. And that will be a basket off the glass for Jordan Ham.
That's just a great pass and good recognition of the cutter.
51-27. The next basket for Dickinson Trinity will put them over their season average as Breitbach misses a three-pointer. High rebound by Emerson Simiano.
Doing a little bit of everything for Trinity tonight.
I would be curious to know what his career high is, as he missed that one. Ooh, looked like Christensen caught an elbow from Thaden Arnold. We play on as the Wolves get the defensive rebound.
Unintentional, of course, but Christensen playing through it. Checked his nose, see if he was bleeding there.
Make sure that his nose is still there. Here is McGorman, crossover dribble. Gets into the paint. Shot goes up, and it's good for 2. Zave quiet in the first quarter, but he has been the offensive leader for Watford City with 14 points, all coming in the second and now third quarters.
Just need to get back into the flow of things after missing some games.
Arnold gets the steal.
Good outlet.
Here goes Breitbach, crossover dribble, layup, good, off the glass.
It's a highlight reel there with the little nifty up and under.
That was Carter Breitbach, mostly known for making threes, but he made that 2 look pretty fancy. And with 9 seconds off of the 10-second clock, we've got a timeout taken by Coach Greg Grinsteiner. It's brought to you by Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial. We're back right after this.
Looking to save on fuel and fuel up fast? Patriot Fuels of Alexander, North Dakota is your partner in profit. We're proud to support the trucking industry with high-speed fueling systems, top-quality products, and vendor relationships that put your success first. Join the Patriot Fuels Fleet Card program and unlock exclusive discounts, or simply pay at the pump. Either way, you're fueling with integrity and efficiency. Patriot Fuels, driven to deliver more, located in Alexander, North Dakota.
Well, welcome back to Dickinson. Titus Enberg, Chaz Neff, and Matt Gonzalez bringing you this ball game. We want to make sure that we clarified something. Those state tournament games that we'll have for you with Watford City down in Jamestown, those are going to be audio-only broadcasts. So just like our coverage of the state qualifying Saturdays, that 3 is good for Landon Note. He's got 9 and 23-point lead now for the Titans. Moberg with a spin move, shot up too strong, rebound by Christensen.
Didn't quite get the touch off the glass, sir.
So the lead has grown to 23, despite some more good offense from the Wolves. This Trinity's offense has been a little bit better so far tonight.
Well, most of that's been through Simiano, either the assists or the drives.
Christensen misses that one, and DeVries able to clean up the defensive glass.
Smart move, not getting the backcourt violation.
DeVries established himself in the front court before receiving that pass from Moberg. Now to McGorman, inside to Arnold. Too strong. Rebound dribbled up into the hands of Landon Note.
A little bit of frustration there by Thaden, but hopefully he'll get it around by regionals.
Christensen short on that one. Good contest by Arnold to get back there without fouling. McGorman had the rebound stolen by Simiano, and he lays it in for two.
Ham had the little poke there that started that turnover.
25 for Emerson Simiano. A 25-point lead for Dickinson Trinity as we near the midway point of quarter number 3.
A little too much dribbling there.
Out to Breitbach, left side to DeVries. Now Moberg, long cross-court pass, cut by Breitbach. Tap pass to McGorman, back to Carter, into the right corner for to DeVries, who drives and scores off the glass. Tristan DeVries for two.
I think one thing that might go a little bit unnoticed for Carter Breitbach is how well his hands are and how quick he can get those passes out.
He had to jump for the catch on that play, and then, yeah, he is a talented passer as well. Good basket there for DeVries, his first points of the ball game as he tries to get back into game shape. Good deflection by McGorman. Somehow Trinity able to maintain possession. Simiano into the corner. Shot clock did not reset. It's down to 8. Simiano takes a glance up there. Gets a screen. Takes a contested two. Out of bounds off of Trinity.
See if we can catch it on the RTC networks. Yeah, he established himself. He allowed for the contact. That's just a solid screen in basketball.
So it wasn't one of those screens where he ran right into him. It was kind of more of a shoulder, but he was established in a legal position.
In my mind, based on the replay, that's what I saw. People can disagree. I'm only one person.
Breitbach misses on his long three-point attempt. Rebound to Trinity. Under 3 to go in the third quarter as Simiano attacks and lays it in for two more. He's got 27.
You know, if you get rid of those 27, this is a decent game.
Right? Yes. Wolves would lead by 2 without Simiano's 27 points. It's a 2-point game in favor of Watford City, the way the scoreboard is right now. There's another steal for this Titan defense. Good patience, and the layup is good for Landon Note.
That's a great job by Note, realizing, hearing the footsteps, waiting, and then putting it up.
60-33, Dickinson Trinity. 2:12 left to go in the third quarter. Right back, over to the left side, and it's turning into a frustrating night for Watford City, but in the grand scheme of things, this game doesn't mean a whole lot. It's the next one that'll mean everything as Moberg misses it, gets it back. Goes up, missed it again, gets his own rebound again. And his pass is stolen by Brody Kuntz.
Well, some of the positives you got to take out of this if you're Watford, you get used to this court, you get used to Trinity because you're going to see both at the regional tournament.
Kyle Best called for that foul, his first foul of the quarter against either team. So Trinity has done a much better job at avoiding the foul calls that they picked up against themselves in the first half of play.
I'm sure Coach Grunsteiner may have had a few words about that at halftime to his team.
Charlie Glauser with the dribble, guarded by Kyle Best. Up top to Brody Kuntz, who steps into a 3. Short rebound, cut by Glauser. Second chance opportunity for the Titans. That one spins out, and Moberg claims the rebound outlet to Latre. Dominic goes up, layup good.
Nice job by Latre to kind of squirt out there and be ready for the outlet pass.
Give Moberg the assist, Latre the basket. Wolves back to within 25 at 60-35. Titans with the lead. Near 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. It is going to be a long 3 by Glauser. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Jace Peters. Another second chance opportunity for the Titans, and a good fake there got Latre way up into the air.
That's one of those ones, yes, is there a lot of contact? Absolutely, but not intentional. It's just the way that play developed. So, good hard fall.
A great fake as Dominic picks up his 4th foul, 52 seconds to go, and we'll see Brandon Spacer check into the ball game in between these free throw attempts. Jace Peters at the line. He is just a sophomore. We saw the senior night activities down before the game started, but the Titans have a lot of talent that are younger than seniors. And Peters is one of those players. He is just a sophomore.
One of those programs that just consistently has a quality team that they put out there.
And Coach Grinsteiner deserves a lot of credit for that with the stability and the continuity that he has provided here at this program. Been doing it a long time. Had some good teams over the years and some great ones as well. As Breitbach out to Moberg. To Spacer. Missed his first shot attempt of the game. Rebound goes to Best, and he lays it in for 2.
It's one of those right place, right time for Kyle Best, but hey, he's able to convert it.
5 different players have scored in the 3rd quarter for Watford City, but all of them have only scored exactly 2 points. And Trinity's lead has grown throughout this 3rd quarter as Glosser tries a 3, no rebound by McGorman. Zave from half court.
Whoa.
Off the left side of the glass, and we have reached the end of 3 quarters of play with the score. Dickinson Trinity 61, Watford City 37. We're back with the 4th quarter right after this.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries,
but maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand,
but maybe don't.
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank,
but maybe don't.
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
Welcome back to Dickinson. Let's take this opportunity to thank our live read sponsors, starting with WCAG Church, one church in multiple locations. Check out our service times there on your screen, and also we have a Spanish service at 1:15 on Sunday afternoons. Also the McKenzie County Heritage Park and North Dakota Oil Museum, located on the west side of Watford City. Beautiful complex out there. The McKenzie County Heritage Park and North Dakota Oil Museum. And the Wolfpack Booster Club. The strength is in the pack. Check them out on Facebook. They have been doing such a good job promoting Watford City athletics and activities. It's been a busy school year with a lot of success in many different activities for the Wolves, and the Wolfpack Booster Club keeps us up to date over there. And they are off to a great start in year number 1. Here goes the Trinity Titans with the basketball and a 61-37 lead to start the 4th quarter. Start of the quarter brought to you by Northern States Fishing Tools. A good play by Breitbach to knock the ball out of bounds there.
Some of those active hands. He's one of the better defenders there for Watford City. 11 on the shot clock. Let's see if we can get a shot clock violation.
A quick trigger 3 as Landon Note knocks it down.
Never mind. Sportscasters jinx it.
14 points for Landon Note. He is also just a junior. Spacer inside. Pass low for Best. It finds Breitbach, who misses the 3. Rebound ripped down by Colton Christensen.
I don't think that was designed to go to Kyle, but he'll certainly take it.
So, Chaz, at this stage of the game, 7 minutes left. If you're Coach Grinsteiner, at what point do you pull your starters and start preparing for next week's region tournament?
That's tricky balance. Obviously, you don't want to get anybody injured, but you want to keep these guys playing together. I'd say he goes to his bench about 3-minute mark, maybe.
Here's Simiano with the jumper from the elbow. Swish, 29 for Emerson Simiano.
I would also say the difference is there a 30-point difference? Because then you get into running clock.
It's 29 right now. And how about if you're Watford City, what do you want to see from your team as McGorman misses the 3 in these final 6+ minutes before the regular season runs out and you start preparing for regionals?
I think you just run your offense. they haven't ran a whole lot of it, and this core hasn't played together a lot due to injuries. So just get them used to each other.
Trinity with the patient possession here, leading it by 29. There's Christensen who scores. It counts, and the foul.
And I think
technical.
Spacer got a tee. So it's a great play by Christensen to go up. I know we don't have the replay on what the tee is. I will say Spacer may not agree with that call, but the ref called what he did. So, and I think we are now over 30, so we'll have, after these free throws, running clock.
So it'll be 2 technical free throws and then the and 1 free throw?
No, it should be. You shoot them in the order that they were called.
Gotcha.
So he'll shoot the and 1. Coach Grinsteiner will select who he wants to shoot the technical fouls. Obviously, this
Simiano, pretty easy decision.
Yep, and then Dickinson Trinity will get it at the division line at half court.
So already a 4-point possession. Could be a 5-point possession with this free throw, and they'll get the ball.
Correct. And you can hear in some of our mics the crowd, the student section for Trinity go nuts as some of the reserve players start filing in for especially seniors, as it is senior night.
It is senior night, so we're going to see Liam Robb and Coy Melchior out there. And Simiano, Note, and Christensen remaining on the floor. So we heard Coach Grinsteiner talk in their pregame coach's comments about what these seniors mean to this program, the work they put in practice. And now he gets them for some playing time out there. Christensen.
And that's just going to be a substitution.
5:43 to go in this fourth quarter. NCC scoreboard shows Dickinson Trinity 73, Watford City 37.
It's been a few moons since I've been in high school, but I can remember being in the crowd when those reserves came in and kind of cheered for them because they didn't see a lot of playing time at the varsity level.
And there is a steal by one of those seniors, Coy Melchior, the 5'8 senior. As Glosser finds Kuntz into the right corner for Melchior. Stolen by DeVries. Just the 5th turnover of the game against Trinity. And then a foul in the full court, as that's going to go on Coy, his first.
And I think if you're Coach Hager, you like the aggressiveness by DeVries. A little concerned about that contact there, but it doesn't seem to have aggravated anything.
He's a football player. And he had a great season on the football field for head coach Jim Dooley and the Watford City Wolves. Offensive foul called against Dominic Latre. He has fouled out.
And you look at the RTC network instant replay there. Slight drop of the shoulder caused the contact, and he's going to foul out on that. And Moberg come back in.
Reading the lips of a fan there saying that's a flop. That was the view of one person here in attendance, but...
Well, I'll tell you this, what I have been instructed by my higher-ups is that if there's some contact, you're really not going to call that flop foul, that flop. So, love it or hate it, at least that's how I'm interpreting it.
Defensive rebound by the Wolves, ends that defensive possession as Breitbach takes the mid-range 2. No, good rebound by Arnold, who goes up strong. He scores, it counts, and the foul.
It's a great play by Thaden Arnold to use his body, get up, cause the contact, get through that contact, and finish off for the and
1. Elijah Gillick, who wears number 20, and he is a senior. Stands at 5'9", and he's in the game for Coach Grinsteiner's second free throw in and out for Thaden. That was the first. That was a and 1 opportunity there. And the rebound cleared out of there by Dickinson Trinity. That's out of bounds off of Liam Robb.
We do have a winner.
Looks like Coach Hager might be starting to empty his bench there a little bit.
Sounds like Riley Liedall-Berger is unavailable for tonight for Watford City. But yeah, I think we're going to see Adrian Jean, a freshman, He's not at the scorer's table yet, but it looks like he might be sent to the scorer's table. Get a little bit closer now. There he goes all the way to the scorer's table, along with a couple of Trinity Titans ready to check in at the next dead ball.
Well, with that running clock, if you don't check in now, it's potentially you may not get in.
Yeah, 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. It's going to be a fast 3 minutes as that pass deflected out of bounds by Glosser to create the dead ball. And the Wolves are sitting 2 subs in, both Kyler Smith and Adrian Jean. In for Trinity is Jack Sheeler, a sophomore, younger brother of Annabelle Sheeler, who we got to see her career come to an end a little bit prematurely if you're a Dickinson Trinity fan, but what a career she had.
Great shooter, great player.
Here is Adrian Jean, a freshman for Watford City, showing some shiftiness there. Shot goes up too strong. Rebound to Denver Grosselot for Dickinson Trinity.
Nice moves by 21 Adrian Jean there.
Here is Coy Melchior out to Liam Robb. Over left side to Jack Sheeler. Bounce pass to Melchior. He gets into the paint. Underhands it over to his teammate Grosselak, who missed it. Rebound by Tristan DeVries. Some more Wolves getting ready to check in at the next dead ball. Under 2 minutes to play in regulation. Kyler Smith puts it up off the front rim. Rebound by Denver Grosselak. 1:45 to go in the fourth quarter.
I don't know if I'm Coach Hager, if I want those guys in, I might have to call a timeout.
Elijah Gillick. He scores that too. Dickinson Trinity fans making some noise. Nice pass from Breitbach to Arnold, who misses. Rebound grabbed by Jack Sheeler. Steal by Kyler Smith. Kyler going to go one-on-one. And then he passes it out to Jean, who fakes, and he's bumped to foul. That will create the dead ball situation. And we're going to see a lot of players check in. For Watford City, we've got Jaden Wagner, Wyatt Wisness, and Game Day Media's own Curtis Long. For Dickinson Trinity, Devin Hilton and Ingris Niambona. 1:06 left to play in the ball game and in the regular season for these two teams. Kyler Smith with 1 minute remaining will put up the mid-range jumper, a little bit short. Rebound by Hilton. Dickinson Trinity with the basketball. Going to put the finishing touches on their 15th win of the season, their 10th in region play. Well, knocked away by Wisness. Niambona runs it down for Trinity. Ingris Niambona is going to be called for the travel.
Good experience for these guys, for Trinity, get those seniors in on senior night. For Watford City, some bench players that don't get a lot of varsity minutes, just see what they can do, get used to the future.
Yeah, look to the future for Watford City as Curtis Long passes over on the left side to Adrian Jean. Into the right corner to Wagner, out to Kyler Smith for three. Oh,
great
in and out.
Passing.
Rebound by Wisness, and it knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolves, but the clock will continue to run.
That'll probably do it.
Wolves will have to hurry here to try and get the ball in. Get one more shot up. Jean to Kyler at the buzzer. And that's it. This one is all over. Trinity gets the win on senior night in convincing fashion. Final score, Watford City falls to Dickinson Trinity on the Titans senior night. Dickinson Trinity 75, Watford City 39. We'll be back. We'll have your post-game show brought to you by Johnson & Sundin right after this.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Watford City and Alexander Athletics on Game Day Media. Call financial advisor Doug Rolfson at 701-444-4160 for all your investment needs Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
The Knights of Columbus Activity Center, welcome into your Johnson Sunday postgame show. We've caught up with our First International Bank and Trust player of the game, Emerson Simiano. Wow, Emerson, what a way to end your regular season. How do you feel like your team played tonight?
We played very good as a team. I thought we pushed the ball well in transition, and it was a great team win.
Great team win on senior night. What did those seniors mean to you and to this program, and how good was it to send them out with a win here on their home court?
They mean a lot. I mean, I look up to every single one of them. They're great role models. Yeah, I mean, it meant a lot tonight. It was really exciting.
What do you hope a win like this can do for you as you gain some momentum heading into the postseason?
Well, I mean, we've been progressing towards the end of the season more and more, and I mean, this game showed a lot of how far we've come. So I'm excited to go into the postseason with the momentum we've built up so far, and yeah.
All right, well, congratulations. Best of luck in the postseason, and we'll let you go celebrate with your teammates.
Yeah, thank you.
There you have it, our First International Bank and Trust player of the game, Emerson Simiano. Just a junior. He's coming back next year, and you got a lot to be excited, don't you?
I do. He's a good player. I mean, I was excited for the kids tonight. I thought they really did a nice job. Everybody that got play, I mean, we played with a lot of energy. You know, we talked about playing clean. Thought for the most part we did. You know, we got into a groove offensively, and, you know, sometimes when, you know, Emerson, he gets into his street mode, I mean, you just got to sit back, and it's like, I don't know how he does that, but he does it, you know, and other kids fed off him. And like he said before in his interview, it was a team. You know, Landon shot the ball well. We got points in the paint. We shared it really well. Brody came off the bench, did a nice job. Alonzo, I thought, did a nice job off the bench. And we just got to keep progressively getting better. You know, now it's down to one game season. You know, you got to take care of business Monday or you hand the uniforms in. So I'm proud of the kids, the way they had the regular season, how we finished up. Now we got to get ourselves ready for the postseason.
How about your defensive effort? Well, we could talk about offense all night with 75 points, but you held a Watford City team to under 40. How proud of you and how impressed were you with your defensive effort tonight? Well,
The kids have bought in. You know, again, Emerson said about halfway through the season, we started figuring out that if we go out and guard, it makes our offense a lot better, and our kids really got after it. You know, and we talked about developing depth throughout the year, and it shows this time of year, and I think we wore down Watford City a little bit. You know, put them in some situations where they were uncomfortable. That's what, you know, you do defensively. Offensively, you try to get in a rhythm. Defensively, you try to take them out of a rhythm. I thought our kids did a great job of that tonight. You know, Colton really did a great job on the glass, especially. I mean, I don't know how many rebounds he had, but he seemed like he got everything that was thrown up. So, again, we can single out all the kids that we want, but it was a very good team effort.
It was. Congratulations on a really impressive win here to end your regular season, and best of luck as you prepare for the postseason. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks much, David.
There you have head coach Greg Grinsteiner and the athletic director. He's probably going to be a tournament manager here next week as he's going to wear a lot of hats. We saw Michael Bergstrom do the same thing up there in Newtown. These coaches, these ADs, they're asked to do a lot, and they do a lot, and they're a lot of fun to be around and visit with. So there you have it, your Farmers Union Oil Company coaches' comments. And we'll be back. We'll have more of our post-game show from Dickinson right after this. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Ranchers, circle March 4th on your calendar. Sorensen Ranch of Grenora will hold their annual bull sale at the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana. Your source for composite Simmental bulls that are bred for docility, longevity, and fertility. Find them on Facebook at Sorensen Ranch and DV Auction. Since 1978, Northern States Fishing Tools of Watford City has been your trusted partner in the oil field. Serving the Wollaston Basin, we offer top quality fishing and rental tools, including packers, plugs, and through tubing equipment. With expert knowledge and decades of experience, we deliver results tailored to your needs, all at competitive prices. Give us a call, 701-842-3350, or visit northernstatesfishingtools.com. Northern States Fishing Tools, quality tools, proven service.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lac provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Welcome into your Johnson and Sundin Law Office post-game show. Johnson and Sundin providing quality legal expertise with common sense and small-town service. Watford City held a couple of three-point leads early on in the first quarter, but once Trinity went on a run, they put this one to bed pretty early. A 24-10 lead at the end of the first quarter. They led it 49-27 at halftime, and they go on for the convincing win on senior night, 75-39. Taking a look at the team stats. First off, for those victorious Titans, they shot 31 of 56 from the field for 55%, 7 three-pointers, and they were 6 of 11 for 55% from the free throw line, to 7 turnovers this evening, and a lot of those came with some of the starters not on the floor, and so the numbers were much lower for the starting 5 and the main players there for Dickinson Trinity. So that's a good sign. You could hear it in Coach Grinsteiner's post-game interview there. There was a lot to be happy with the way that they played here tonight.
Absolutely. If you're Coach Grinsteiner, you're happy with how your team played. You're happy going into the tournament, which, coincidentally enough, as you said, played here. Coach Grinsteiner wearing many hats next week.
Yep, he sure will. For Watford City, they go 14 of 46 from the field for 30%. They made 4 three-pointers, and they were 7 of 15 for 47% from the free throw line. Watford City committing 12 turnovers in the loss. With the win, Trinity improves to 15-6 on the regular season, 10-4 in region play. With the loss, Watford City drops to 7-13 overall and 2-11 in region play. Trinity will be the 3 seed in next week's region tournament. Watford City the 6, and so that means that these two will match up once again in just under a week. It will be next Monday that these two teams will play, along with the other 3 quarterfinal matchups. And it will be interesting to see how that region tournament goes. Watford City will have to get back into the lab and get some things figured out and try to turn this loss into a win 6 days from now, as the Wolves have fallen out at Trinity for a second time this season, losing 50-40. In the regular season matchup up in Watford City. Let's take a look at the individual scoring numbers. Our first International Bank and Trust player of the game was Emerson Simiano. He scored 23 the first time that these two teams met up. He had 23 at halftime here tonight. He finishes with 31. Such a pure score, so much fun to watch. And we want to thank him for joining us for that First International Bank and Trust Player of the Game segment. First International Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. And I think that's the second time he won it in the 2 games that we did between these two teams, and he certainly earned it. And he put on a show tonight with 31 points. Landon Note was also in double figures with 14. Brody Kuntz with 10. Chaz, all 3 of those players are juniors. So on senior night, it was the juniors doing the bulk of the scoring for this Trinity offense.
And I think that's the way it's been most of the season. And it's just, again, as we stated earlier, Trinity always puts together a solid team, and it's just going to be more loaded next year.
They do. We see our first senior in the scoring column with Colton Christensen finishing the ball game with 7 points. Jordan Ham had 4. Jace Peters, 3. Brady Holman, Elijah Gillick, and Alonzo Kuderna have 2 points each for Trinity's total of 75. For Watford City, 2 players in double figures scoring tonight. Xavier McGorman leading the way with 14. Carter Breitbach with 12. Dominic Latre, 4. Thaden Arnold, 3. Tristan DeVries, 2. Kyle Best, 2. And Harper Moberg with 2 for Watford City's total of 39. That will do it for our regular season coverage. As we take a look at the ND Score Feed app, what are you seeing over there, Chaz?
Couple of scores of interest here on our friends at the ND Score Feed app. Hazen had a non-region, but a Region 3 playing rugby. Victorious, Hazen 70, Rugby 63. Of interest, Beulah Shiloh played today. Beulah 70, Shiloh 62. So close game in that one.
That was a matchup in the region championship game last year. They are the top 2 seeds again this year. One of them will have to get by Trinity in order to make it another rematch again this year, but we'll see. Going to be some exciting basketball as we wrap up or go into our region tournament here in Region 4.
Well, and speaking of exciting basketball, that's what we have here on Game Day Media. We had the District 5 tournament wrap up today. Congratulations to Ray on their district championship. They'll go into the regional tournament next week as well.
Yep.
But we are sending you to cover the Watford City girls, who congratulations on making state.
Yeah, me and Ross Sundin will be down there in Jamestown for the 3 Watford City games. We're also going to plan on doing the championship game. Whether or not Watford City is involved in that championship game, we are planning to bring you audio-only coverage of at least 3, if not 4, games down there in Jamestown. Our coverage will start a little after 6 o'clock on Thursday evening with our pregame show, a scheduled tip-off time of 6:30 between the number 1 South Prairie Max Royals and the 8th-seeded Watford City Wolves. If you can't make it to Jamestown, you can join us here for audio-only coverage on Game Day Media, and we'll be down there all weekend long.
That's a rematch of a game just after the new year.
It is.
Up in Watford City, but hopefully Watford has a good showing down at Jamestown, advancing off of that win last Saturday at the state qualifier.
Yeah, that was an exciting one. And if the Wolves can put up 72 points, again like they did against Turtle Mountain, I think they could certainly hang right with that exciting South Prairie Max team there in the first round of the state tournament.
And speaking of state qualifiers, the boys' state qualifiers, the video and audio are going to be presented by
Game Day Media. We'll have those for you right here, and those are going to be some fun games. You know, we've gotten to see it now. This is the 3rd year with the new 3-division system, and that state qualifying Saturday has added so much drama, intrigue, and continuing interest as you realize that even with a loss of the region tournament, if it's in that 2nd or 3rd round, it doesn't mean your season is over. You get a second chance.
Absolutely. It's a great feature of this 3-division setup. I like what the High School Activity Association has done, created some drama. Purists may disagree, but you know what? The kids are enjoying it, the fans enjoy it, the parents enjoy it. It's just great basketball from North Dakota.
And we media members enjoy it too, that's for sure. It can make for some long weeks, but hey,
and
nothing better to do.
Officials enjoy that as well.
Absolutely. Yep, well, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. Thank you to our great sponsors. Thank you to our crew tonight. It was a 3-man crew, and I think we did pretty well for just 3 of us. Matt Gonzalez, great job on the camera, working with a different camera than you have for most of the year. And Chaz Neff, he did about everything else, color commentate and producer here tonight. That'll do it for me. My name is Titus Stenberg. Thanks for joining us tonight on Game Day Media. So long from the Knights of Columbus Activity Center in Dickinson, North Dakota.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by RTC Networks, Hagen Equipment Incorporated, First International Bank and Trust, Nodak Insurance Company, Eric Mogan, Johnson and Sundin, attorneys at law, Shiloh Chavez with LPL Financial, Farmers Union Oil of Watford City, Patriot Fuels LLC, Mackenzie County Heritage Park and Museum, Cornerstone Bank, TNT Measurements Incorporated, Northern States Fishing Tools, WCAG Church, Doug Rolfson, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Wolfpack Booster Club, Sorensen Ranch, BNC National Bank, Best Angus and Quarter Horses of Watford City, NCC,